And unfortunately, people impacted by MS can have lots of problems with the down there's, bowel bladder, and bedroom. And there's lots of different kinds of bedroom problems, including a terrible, terrible word called anorgasmia, which means, oh my God, I can't orgasm. My first fave top technique is to purchase two things: a water-based lubricant, which increases skin sensitivity, and a plug-in-the-wall vibrator. And the plug-in-the-wall vibrator provides what I like to call overdrive stimulation, because a lot of times the problem with achieving orgasm is when you stimulate the down there's, the message doesn't get all the way to the brain because of damage in the brain and spinal cord. And so the brain never learns like what the dealio is. And so if you provide overdrive stimulation, then oftentimes you can get the message up to the brain. So water-based lubricant, plug-in-the-wall vibrator, and giddy up. And you can use that plug-in-the-wall vibrator by yourself, before intercourse, during intercourse with your partner. Think of it as like an assistance device, the same way that glasses are an assistance device. Another thing that I want you to think about, let's do two more. There are medicines used to treat symptoms of MS that can make it really, really hard to achieve orgasm. And the biggest culprit that I see are SSRI antidepressants like Zoloft, Paxil, Prozac, like these medicines, which are really, really useful to treat depression, but they can interfere with intercourse and specifically with orgasm. And so if you're on one of those medicines, there are options to switch medicines. So for example, there's a medicine called Pristique, which has less sexual side effects, or there's a medicine, Wellbutrin, that has less sexual side effects. And so sometimes we'll switch to one of those so that we can still control the depression, but more likely that someone can achieve orgasm, which is very, very helpful. The third thing is to have a discussion with your sexual partner when you're wearing clothes, not having sexy, sexy time. And this is so important because oftentimes partners, particularly partners that have been together for a long time, you'll find that they have intercourse exactly in the same fashion every time, and they don't talk too much about it. And so as you think about what I'm saying, you may say, yeah, we kind of go through the same routine, and there's not a lot of discussion or interaction. And if you are able to talk to your partner, have a very open conversation about intercourse, you can game out certain things. For example, you might say, hey, I used to like this position, but now it hurts. That position that we used to do, I really can't do that very well. Something that I think would work well is da-da-da. And you can have a really engaging conversation with your partner. And a lot of times that's not adequately done, and that can help a whole bunch. So I hope that helps.